Once upon a time, in a land not so far away, a band of intrepid explorers jumped aboard a rocket ship bound for the stars for a new and exciting adventure of a lifetime. They screamed as they flew through the air, they spun through space and they battled pirates. They had so much fun that they brought all of their friends. Gulliver's Theme Parks, giant adventures for little people.
Stop! Leave me alone! Back off!
I mean, I remember being bullied at school and how I used to think about the bullies before I went to sleep at night. First thing I used to think about when I woke up. And unfortunately, going to school, I never look forward to going to school. I look forward to leaving school and getting back home. And I remember running back home from school, away from the bullies many times, and trying to get out first and get home quick. And martial arts, I think, really was huge in helping me overcome bullying, helping me to deal with it, helping me to develop that confidence. It gave me something to focus on.
It was awful. I still remember it all to this day, like so clear. I remember it with my brother when he was getting bullied and the effect it had on me and my mum and dad. And then when I went through it as well, it was so horrible because my mum and dad used to dread having a phone call home from school to say we'd been in a fight or something had happened. And I used to get phone calls at night as well. So again, that I'd wake my mum and dad up or I'd be in tears. So yeah, it didn't just have a massive effect on us personally, it was as a whole, as a family.
I did very well academically at school, but I had a really tough time. From primary right through to secondary, I was bullied, quite a lot, for what I wore, for my religion, for my background. And you asked the question, how did I get through that? Well, I didn't. I just coped. I never had the inner strength to fight back. And it wasn't until I got into adult life that, I started to deal with it a little bit differently. I wish I'd have had an Excel martial arts back then, as somewhere to go and release that frustration, gain confidence, gain skills. And I know that if I'd have had an Excel back then, I would have had the inner strength and the skills to deal with the bullies.
My experience of school was not nice. I didn't enjoy it. I wasn't academically clever, and as a result I was constantly picked on. It's not so much the actual physical side of it, it's the emotional side that affects you and leaves deep scars. I think if I'd had somewhere like Excel, I probably would have had a different sort of attitude to it.
At school and at home, she's never been very confident, shy girl, and she's had name calling, she's had odd little incidences where she prefers more boy things to do. The boys don't want her to play with them because she's a girl, but then she doesn't want to play with the girl because the girls are playing girl games, which are boring. But she's found a group recently, her confidence has grown and grown, and fitted in, found a good group, playing nicely, everything was going great, and then last week she was attacked by 4 boys.
And the main reason why I got into martial arts when I was younger is because of bullying. I was badly bullied at school, both verbally and physically, and it got to a point where enough was enough, and my dad took me down to the local martial arts school, and I didn't really look back. And the biggest thing for me is there's a lot of myths out there for parents that think that martial arts is just about teaching your kids how to just fight, and it's just not that at all. The things that I learned was confidence. It was the number one thing that martial arts gave me, and that's what really helped me to combat bullies.
I think what I think back now is I think those bullies probably weren't happy in themselves, and that's why they decided to try and bring other people down, because maybe they thought that would make them feel better. But we all know that making other people feel better and being kind to other people is really what makes you feel good and makes everybody feel good.
When one of the boys was going over to me, basically I tried to move out the way and I tried to dodge the other 3 boys going up behind me. Basically I just dodged down and then just tried to run away from them as quickly as I could.
I think bullying continues with children for a long period of time. when they don't have the courage to talk about it. And that's the number one thing that we tell children here when we're drilling our self-defence and we're talking about bullying in general. The first thing that we tell them is to tell somebody.
I never showed that I was frightened, I never showed that I was upset, but it bothered me, it got to me, and it stopped me having friends. You know, I used to just deal with it by keeping away from them, so I didn't mix. You know, I went through almost the entire secondary school with no friends. Even I'm 42 years old now, and I think I wish I'd have had this all those years ago.
I think it's so like known for people to keep it to themselves, and that's when it builds up inside and probably gets to you a lot more. Whereas I think outing it and speaking about it helps you overcome it.
I'll probably say thank you, because in one way they made me stronger. I know that at school I kind of felt like I had the problem, but I know now it was them that had the problem.